All right, bro, we on.
Yo, what's good, man? It's a real neighborhood news, man. We in
Mm.
this thing. Got my man L's in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah,
He knows.
he don't like that, man. I'm not calling you love, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Why
saying?
wouldn't you call me like that's like you telling me your name is Peanut, and I don't like that name, man. I'm not gonna call you that name. It's like you kind of gotta call people a name. Like the name Smed was also a name that I'm sure a lot of people was. It was like sounded a little weird, a little prickly, hard to put your arms around. But somehow some people just figured it out and said it. But my name is Ahava Elyon. It's L, not L's. That's like peanuts.
Yeah, that's hard.
Who call? No, I don't call
That's
you
hard.
peanut.
Hey,
It's
hey, stop calling
peanut.
these peanuts. That's hard.
Oh, hold on. Here go KB. KB, you in the back. Let me ask you something though, bro.
Yeah.
So at this moment, have you been hearing about all of the things that's been going on with Kanye West by any chance?
Yay.
All right.
Respect his
So
name. His name is now Yay. You know
oh,
what you call him?
yay, exactly. So do you feel Ye is mentally unstable?
No.
Hmm. All right. And the things that he's saying, do you think that they are his experience or he's just saying it for publicity or what's your thoughts on Kanye West situation right now?
Is this on the record or
It-
off the record?
this is on the record. This is on our
Well,
record. I
well,
got you, pal.
first off, I can only imagine the magnitude of being a star, quote fingers, of his stature. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because to live out your life in front of the whole world, it's got to be mentally unstabilizing for any man. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's overblown in his case. You know what I'm saying? I think we just seeing this man like handle being one of the world leaders of a time period. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then the other part is like I feel like my brother Kanye, what I'm seeing is like a nigga just now getting a taste of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And he don't really know how to handle it. Like he just getting woke. Like he just touching on them topics that we touched on back in the '90s, and that shit has changed. It's moving him. You know what I'm saying? And it's giving him, and you know the relationship that he always be talking about the Most High.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like that make me look at him a certain type of way too. Like the shit that he be saying is very sane. Like so. You know, and on top of that, it's like, is he saying anything that Farrakhan ain't already said? Or he'll say, like Khalid Muhammad, like, they showing us in real time that they control exactly what he said they do. Like, you know what I'm
And
saying?
and that I think that is the point. Like, so I got a list of companies that have dropped him, and this isn't all the companies, but this is just some.
Right.
Adidas, Balenciaga, CAA, Creative Artist Agency, Kohan Claire, Foot Locker, Gap, JP Morgan Chase, and another company called MRC.
And United Talent Agency and Collectors.
All right, so these companies, basically what Kanye West said was that he said that people are controlling all of these industries, and if you speak out against them, then you'll be destroyed. And they're calling him crazy for saying that, yet he did that and he's being destroyed. So, like, I don't understand how people aren't connecting those easy dots because, on the other hand, like, Kanye West said slavery was a choice, which would be offensive to black people if they want to be offended about something. And like he can say nigga all day during the course of his interviews, and nobody would ever cancel him for that. So black people can be talked about, dogged, and everything negative can be said about them, and like you might get scrutinized, but certainly you wouldn't be dropped from all of these companies for just disparaging black people. But now it's like he out the way now. Like now they just, it's like he's just. And then another thing, it's kind of like he's crazy. They keep trying to say he crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, why would you punish a crazy person? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, well, he's saying it because he's crazy. That's just crazy Kanye, man. Let him keep his deals because he just, you know.
But it's like it's his move is exposing so much from so many different angles because it's like, okay, y'all canceling me. So to me, what he's showing too is, and he might not even know it, but like, indirectly, he's exposing black people because the same way these people who are in certain groups rally around their people, this is when black people are supposed to rally around dude. You see what I'm saying? So he exposing niggas too.
Right.
Because he like, see, y'all niggas, y'all be rapping, talking that we rapping, we black, we this and that, y'all, but y'all gonna let them do this to me? Like, y'all still gonna spin with them? You feel me? Why we cancel all them companies you just read? All black people cancel their ass and see what happens.
And that's what I said, bro. I put that same vibe. I said, man, Adidas cancel Ye? Nah, black people need to cancel Adidas. Like, stop buying that. We ain't buying Adidas no more.
Adolf Dassler, bro, a Nazi Germany.
Right.
A Nazi Germany.
Right.
That's what made Adidas.
What?
Germany made Adidas.
Yeah, he did. And it's just it's all weird. But big bro, I'm about to come out there in 1 second. Give me like 3 minutes. All right.
All right, peace.
P, I want to get your take, bro.
So one thing I want to say about Kanye West is, man, it's different when it comes to dating, man. To me, in dating specifically, I'm not talking about Chicago. Dating, we have a different love for Kanye West. I mean, we had those tornadoes happen, and then after the tornadoes happened, we had that mass shooting downtown in the Oregon district. Dave Chappelle came out here, and guess who we brought? Kanye West. He had his gospel music going on, people out there, and we have a different connection to Kanye West than other places.
Kanye West
helped us heal.
Kanye West spent $10,000 with me personally.
Right.
Spent $10,000 with me.
Right.
And I made his t-shirts.
Right.
For the Sunday choir.
It's called Sunday service.
It made Sunday service, if that's what it was. But all I'm saying is, I mean, and I'm not standing up for Kanye West simply because of that. I'm saying that Kanye West, like, with the stuff that he's saying, man, it has some truth to it. And I don't understand to just dismiss it and call him and cancel him just because he wants everybody to have a fair stake in their growth.
But like I said, from their perspective, we should never be able to turn our back on somebody who helped us during a dark time. I want to highlight some of his lyrics, right? No one man should have all this power. The clock is ticking. I just count the hours. Stop tripping. I'm not tripping off the power, right? Well, stop tripping. I'm tripping off the power, right? His last album that I remember listening to was called, it was that one album where it said, and on the cover it said, I hate being bipolar. It's awesome, right? Which is the play on being bipolar. Right. And with a brother going through like this, like all these things that's going on with him, I could understand why companies would distance themselves from Kanye West, because I mean, if something is a liability to what you got going on, I can understand why somebody would distance themselves from that company. But I also stand with, what we say here, where, if y'all not gonna stand with him, then we can't stand with y'all. But to me, it's very subjective. But yeah, like
I just think it's all more fake outrage, man. Like, ain't nobody outraged at Kanye West for real. Like, a lot of stuff is fake outrage.
I'll give you an example, right? If you go to McDonald's right now, right down the street, and try to get some ice cream machine, they're gonna say the the ice cream machine broke. We so used to it that we ask for it, they ain't got it, we don't care. But if we called and complained to corporate over and over and over again, things is gonna get changed. It's just the fact that black people just the go along, get along game, where it's like they don't really even care. Like it's snitching to do that in the third. And then when we don't have seats at the table, like the real seats at the table, and this is what Kanye West is exposing. All these people had him there in the, you feel me? You ever take your kid out to eat and everybody sitting at the table and then they got the baby sitting in that little wood thing that pull up where the baby think he at the table but he ain't? That's what happened to, that what happened to us.
Have you seen the new Adidas? They look like Yeezys. Have you seen them?
Bruh, Nike did the same thing to Kanye West before.
But have you seen them though?
Yeah, the whole industry's copying Kanye West.
Bruh, it's unbelievable. Like, bro, why would you do something like that? That's like you coming to me. You like, Smedro, I got this capitalist brand that I want to make. I manufacture the brand. I make it for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am helping you put it out. But then you come in here the next day and I got something like just like yours.
Right.
It's kind of like, dang, bro, you know, this is my stuff. Me and you kind of like brothers in this. Yeah, you manufacturing, but this is my idea. This is what I got. It's like Adidas is the one that was wrong. They obviously wrong. You can't make, like I heard the Breakfast Club making excuses talking about Kanye should have read the contract.
You know who they own by.
Like, man, it ain't about no contract. Like, man, I don't go off for something is legal or illegal. I go off of the morality of a situation and my judge on that. Like, it's wrong to steal somebody's idea.
And Nike did the same thing to him when he left Nike originally, right? It called the Nike Fly Steppers. Same thing happened to him.
So like, oh, we can do it. It's a loophole in the contract. No, man, it's man, if black people, if you do not stand up for your brother right now and boycott the companies that are boycotting Kanye West, then you lame. You cannot do that. Cause he ain't just being crazy. Like, don't buy from any company that dropped Kanye West. And we should, like, whatever Kanye West can come up and create, like, man, we should be buying that from him directly. Like, hopefully he can just drop all of that weight off of him and do all the things that these companies took away from him himself as a main line.
And one thing I want to say about Kanye West is, you know, saying even with all the stuff he's going through right now, he is brilliant, man. Like, I saw them try to cancel him before. And he came out with the gospel album, and people got behind him again. Kanye West is going to create something else again. I remember when they was saying Kanye West was broke, and this and the third.
Right, they said he was broke, and then next thing we knew, he was a billionaire. I was like, man, what he done did? Yeah, so, I was thinking he was Illuminati at that point. So like, man, but I'm not. Man, I'm just.
My point is, Kanye West is going to create through it, man. And, and he'll be back, man. It's not the end.
I mean, this is exactly what he said he wanted to happen. He said that he wanted to be the person that would fight and probably be ridiculed and ostracized for the next person to be able to step up. Because, man, there's been so many people that's been done dirty. Like, Kanye West ain't the first one to say that the showbiz entertainment industry is a dirty industry.
Look what they do to Nick Cannon.
Right. So everybody, he's not the first one to say this, but maybe he's just the first person at his stature, you know, and it's a ruthless, like, cutting of ties. Like, are these companies cutting ties with Kanye West because of what he said, or are they cutting ties because of how they feel the public will perceive them?
Bruh.
Like,
JP, I've never heard nobody denying somebody's money in the bank before. That's wild to me. So to where they don't want to make a percentage of your money. Like, we know how banks work, right? The $1 they put in there, they can lend out $100 for that $1.
Well, Kanye should go and take all his money out the bank in cash, then. So
he
just
should
give me
with the bro who got their own first black bank. Was it the rapper? Killer Mike and them.
Yeah,
he should go.
Yeah, go bank with them.
That's what I'm saying.
And then blow this thing up. But my point on Kanye West, I think Quiz did a excellent job. This is exposing black people. Like, man, what do you stand for, man? And like, you know, the dude that owned the LA Clippers that said Magic Johnson, they kicked him out, Donald Sterling.
It's Sterling.
Donald Sterling, and all of the things that he said this. He said, what has Magic Johnson done for his people? Man, other nations and nationalities are looking at us to see what we are doing for each other and how we are building each other up. And people laugh at us. They dog us. They take our vote. They take our money. They take everything from us. They take our talents. They exploit our talents. They pay us like the NBA. You got all of these brothers playing in the NBA. They are the commodity. They got money, yet they haven't come up with a plan to put their money together and make their own league and like literally own themselves. Like, how are you governed by all of these like people taking advantage of you? Like, you cannot continue to do that. The rap industry, the music industry, all of these industries, we are the talent. We got just as much capability to organize, put things out, and be self-sufficient. And it ain't saying that we got to cut everybody else out of everything, but we have to learn to do for ourselves. We was in LA, we riding through Chinatown. You know, the Chinese have came to America and just collected their effort. They ain't hating on nobody else, but they saying this is just us. This is our representation of what we do. And that's exactly what we need to do. Like, bro, I got white in me. My people come from England too. And my other family come from other places. So, man, like, whites are my family. So I ain't dissing whites. I'm not dissing. My name is Ahava El Elyon. That's a Hebrew name. I'm rocking. I rock with all. But what I am also indigenous, brown. We got to help each other. We got to come together and support our bros, man. And Kanye West, the things that he is saying, I think they got offended because he said that the blacks in America are the Jews too. They don't like that, but it's true. It's true. And it's wrong. Like, this is reversed racism. It's I don't know the exact terminology to say what this is, but it's wrong for Kanye West to be demonized the way that he's doing by telling his experience. This is what this man experienced, and he's sharing it with you, and he's saying this is what happened to me, and this was pretty much the race of people who seem to have a part in it. And so why not take a little bit of self-inventory? Because no race is perfect. Blacks aren't, whites aren't, Jews aren't, Chinese aren't. No race is perfect. So this is an opportunity for those people that are among the Jewish race to take self-inventory and see if what he's saying could be true. Like, sometimes you don't know how bad you are until somebody tells you.
I think one of the things that Kanye West missed the mark on was, I understand it'd probably be a lengthy name list to do, but just naming people by their name. Like, just state names of the people that were in play. He didn't name like one family or a couple. Name the people. Name the people, and his message would have been perfect. Like, sometimes the message can be ruined by the messenger, and then we're also dealing with somebody who has mental health issues. He's already been checked into a mental health place. He changed since his mother passed. He lost his family. He just lost more money than you will see in your lifetime.
I think you are right by that. So instead of naming a race, you want to name the people, because when you do name a race, it's plenty of Jews that don't got nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
They ain't a part of this hierarchy of entertainment executives that are controlling this and that.
Right.
Or he just needs to be more specific about who he's talking about. So to the Jews, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like, I don't know, man. People do that. People do that to a lot of groups though. Men get demonized. Women get demonized. Like black people, man, black people get exploited and demonized all the time, but they do it in a clever way.
I think the sheriff on the Breakfast Club for Donkey of the Day, he was in not the same situation, right? But he was being elected to be a sheriff, and he literally was blaming on all the black police officers. He started firing on one by one, and finding out, and then he got let go. So if that can't exist, then neither can Kanye West by him just saying all Jews.
Well, I don't think he didn't say all Jews though. He didn't say all Jews.
Well,
he didn't say
interview that I watched him on Nori. I watched the whole 3 hours and 27 minutes of it. One Jewish guy actually was in the studio that day, and he knew him in business. He said, no, he's all right. But the rest of them, and it's like, but he's drinking. He's on the drink show. You cannot take
right, and yeah. He's not saying all Jews. Nobody can say all anybody is bad because everybody is an individual.
Now, I do want to ask you one last question before we leave here, right? How do you feel about, the black gatekeepers, so to speak, who turn their back, the Noris of the world, or
they just saving themselves, man. They saving themselves.
What about
and which is Nora? I mean, I get it.
Shop?
Saving themselves. They saving themselves, They saving themselves. They're not trying to get mixed up with Kanye because they ain't ready to check out. They still feel like they got more money to get. They still got relationships, and they don't want to associate with anything that would destroy those relationships.
So we're still going to support LeBron. Still going to support Nori. Then that's the same premise as Adidas, Balenciaga, Creative A. They don't want that on them.
In a way, that's something that I would have to look at because.
We get Nori off the hook. Why can't we? They got way more to lose than Nori. Nori got a podcast
because Adidas ain't part of our culture. Adidas ain't.
More reason to check out.
Adidas ain't. No.
More reason.
No. I'm not dealing with them. LeBron and Nori. It's like. It's more of a balance. I had to think about that, but with Yee specifically, I just think that it's wrong for all of those companies to. But maybe Kanye West maybe Ye wanted to get rid of them. They're like Ye got rid of them.
I don't let Nori off the hook, and I don't let LeBron and them off the hook neither.
I mean, what I do is what I do say is y'all should have kept Ye's videos up.
Absolutely.
They should have did that. Like man, don't succumb to that pressure, man. Like sometimes, man, like you have to be your own leader. Like man,
it makes Kanye West look worse because then
they
only have the sound
right.
Said bad. The full interview, you listen to the whole 3 hours 27 minutes. He said so much powerful stuff in there where he said, "I'm jealous of the Jews. I wish that the most powerful thing he said was, I'm jealous how they don't abort their kids. I'm jealous how they honor their contracts. I'm jealous how they have the mother, the father, and all this in the house.
Right.
I'm jealous of them following their faith. I'm jealous how they stick together."
Right.
All these things are cut out because Nori didn't have the balls enough to keep it up. So people can only go off the sound bites and whatever.
Nori succumbed to the pressure, and then he went on an interview with and went to apologizing to this 97 like, man, who is they? Like, who are you? Yeah. And they judging him, sitting back, listening to what he's saying to see if his apology is good enough.
If you look at it,
and the girl that was on the interview, like, man, like Nori, Nori, like, man, quit bowing down to them.
Right.
Like, man, dude.
Facts, bro.
Like, man, have some pride, man.
And it was nighttime when they did it. How the hell the Breakfast Club happened at night? Revolt TV called them and said, "All y'all get y'all nigga ass up there. All y'all get y'all nigga ass up. Wake up.
Trash, man.
And go inside there and talk to Nori, man. That's what I'm saying. When you got uncompromised media here at the